Hi, in this video we will try to make a function that take an array as input. Let us define an array. The name of the array is x, the size of array is 10, and I want to give this array 10 values. So here is 2 values, 4, 6, 8, and 10 values in this array. Now I want to create a function. The function will only print the array. So it will be a void function. It will take this array as input, and the function will just print the array. So I will call the function print array, and it will just take x as input, the array, and the size of the array 10. And this function is supposed to print the array. So how to write a function? I will define a void function. The name of the function is print array. This function will take as input array of integers. Let me call it here array. I can call it x as well, and it also will take the size integer, which is the size of the array. So usually for the function that takes array as input, we also give the size of the array. And then here inside the function I will just make the usual for loop that deal with the array. Int I equals to 0, I less than the size, and I plus plus. And inside this loop I want to print all the values of the array. So here I'm printing all the values of the array from from array 0 to array of size -1. And then here I am calling this function. I just missing one step to write the prototype before the main, and then let me run this function. So you will see now this function is printing the values that are stored in the array. Let me show you something that C++ allow. If I didn't initialize the array with all the values, so I create an array of size 10, but I give only 5 values or 6 values, what will happen with the other values? C++ will automatically give them zeros. So in this case, when I print this array, it will print the first 6 elements as I initialize them, and the last 4 values will have value of 0. Now let me write another function. I'm planning to write another value returning function that take the array as input and search for a value in this array. So my plan is to make a function called search, and I will give this function x, and I will give the size of the array 10, and I want to search for the value 6, for example. So I want to see if 6 exists in x or not. So if it exists, it should return the index of the value 6. So in this case the index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should return 4 in this case. If the value does not exist, it should return -1. How to do that? I have to create another function called search. But this function this time will be a value returning function. So it will be int search, and it will take as input an array, and it will take the size of the array, and it will take also the key which is the number that I want to search in this array. This example, it's 6. So how to search for it? I have to create a for loop for int I equals to 0, I less than the size, I plus plus, and then inside this loop I have to check if the current element of the array is equals to the key. If I found the key at index I should return I, and it will not continue. If I finish the loop without returning from the function, then this means I didn't find the key. In this case, I will return -1. And again, I need to copy the prototype of this method or this function here. And then now if I run the code, I'm expecting to get where I will find the value 6 in the array. So here we have some error. So because I have a kind of dot here. So now we print the array, and after this we print 4. 4 means that we find 6 at position 4. So let me make comments for this line. It will just print 4 because it finds 6 at position 4. How about, let me search for the value 10. There is no 10 in this array, so it will return -1. So in this video, we learn how to create a function that takes an array as input. So we created 2 functions. The first function to print the array, and the second function is to search for a value in this array. Thank you.